How Ten Hag isn't already sacked is shocking. I am shocked that the man still has a job. This guy should have been sacked the moment the referee blew. He should have been sacked at halftime. Screw the end of the game. He should have been sacked at halftime. So we know that he's out or should be out. Are you sure you can get Simone Inzaghi from freaking Inter Milan? Let me just preface this by saying that the United downfall is a beautiful thing. You have to understand my history. When you have an older brother, 6 years your senior, who is a huge United fan, but really a Cantona fan, and anybody who has older brothers, and I'm speaking to the young ones, specifically the babies of the family, when you have an older brother, you always want to compete. You always want to compete. They'll make you cry, they'll do stuff. So you always want to rebel. And maybe one of the reasons that I chose Chelsea was like, as long as it's a team that's not Man United. And you have to understand how much I suffered during the Fergie era, where these guys won again and again and again and again. So I lived through grief. It was grief. You see, if you're old enough to remember the 90s and the 2000s, bro, no one was allowed to eat when Fergie ran. Fergie did not allow anybody to eat. Fergie was a dictator. No one ate. When Fergie was around, nobody in England ate. People were giving crumbs. Okay, I'll give you some crumbs to Chelsea. I'll give some crumbs to City here. But, okay, Arsenal take a few crumbs. Nobody was allowed to eat. So this Boy-Chester divided era, it's a beautiful thing. And it is footballing justice. Because this is needed. And United fans, you need 10 more years of this. 10 more years of this. Well, put that to one side. This guy, he's done. He's done. He's finished. Because I was one of those who was like, well, give Ten Hag some time, let him cook, let him do something. And I've said this again, but I'll repeat it again. Once you lose the dressing room, once you lose the trust of your players, you can never gain it back. There has never been a scenario ever in football history where a manager has lost the trust of the players and has regained it back. Because once those players see that, we're just not connecting with you anymore. In training, we're listening, but we're not really listening. Well, we hear what you say, but not really listening to what you're saying. And the body language ends there. We're not trying for you. Because remember, when people say it's easier to replace a manager than replace an entire team. So in many instances, players sack managers. Go look at the history of Chelsea. And for Ten Hag, this is what I say to Ten Hag, is like, bro, you were here to bring in a philosophy, a way of playing, an identity. If you have an identity, people can always give you the benefit of the doubt. Because what they can say is, we just need more time. We need more players, another transfer window. But people can see a path. But you chose Gid. And when you chose Gid, fine. You've got to bring in results. And I'm sorry, Ten Hag. For a club like Manchester United, a Karabuki and a football association, that ain't good enough. You cannot be repping domestic trophies as a Manchester United player. I'm sorry, people don't like to say this. I don't give a damn how old the FA Cup is. I couldn't give a damn. The FA Cup is as relevant as a Coppa del Rey, a DFB Pokal, or a Coppa Italia. The only relevance of a domestic cup is it helps to either make a double or make a treble. That trophy by itself is trash. It's only worth anything if you're like a smaller club. Then if like when Wigan won it, that makes sense. If you're a big club like a Man United and all you can show me is a Karabuki or a football association, get the heck out of my office. Get the heck out of my office. No. Give me a league, give me a UCL, then have the Karabuki or the FA Cup as an add-on. So, and Ten Hag, I'm looking at the team, this team is lost. This team, it's lost. You've lost all direction for this team. And I just don't know how I can keep on going. Because there's a scenario. We could easily have a scenario where they beat Porto. Then they beat Villa like 3-1 with a great performance. That's not good. That's not good. So even if they beat Porto and Villa, you have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is this team moving in the right direction? Can this team realistically challenge for the Premier League? And when can this team get back into the UCL and challenging for the UCL? These little wins here and there, these purple patches, no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. And as people will say that probably the worst thing that happened was when they won that football association. Because should you sack a manager when they win a trophy? No, per se. But if that manager is a Man United manager, not the manager of Southampton or Brentford, and you've come, what, 7th, 8th, finished with 60 points, yeah, get out, leave, and take that Football Association Bombers trophy with you. So look, we'll see what happens, but this is just my advice. Sack him. Sack him. It's done. He cannot turn this around. He can course correct this. He's lost the trust of the players. He's lost the dressing room. Manchester United cannot realistically move forward with Ten Hag in charge. That's my advice. So you have an option. Bring in an interim up in that piece. This is risky. Because the issue with bringing in Ruud is this team has a lot of issues. A lot of serious issues. And I'm not sure whether a Ruud van Nistelrooy will be the right appointment to the end of the season. But the beauty of this is that it's a new voice. It's a fresh way of doing things. And I think whenever you bring in a caretaker is like, okay, I'm a bit similar, but no. I am me. I'm not the other dude. Yes, I worked under him, but I was working under him. Now I'm in charge. Yeah, we'll do some drills we did under him, but I'm going to bring many new methods. I'm going to be giving you guys many new instructions, and we're going to be doing a few things differently than what we did under the previous boss. So, and also because it's someone that you already know, you've already gained a rapport with, that it can be an easy transition while you're not trying to find a proper replacement, specifically when it's in the middle of this season or near the middle of the season. Because the beauty is, this is still early. We've not even come close to week 19 yet. So this is very, very early in the season. So there is a lot of time to still course correct this season. 100%. But in my opinion, a Ruud van Nistelrooy, I'm just thinking about it now. I don't know. Because I would say no, try and look for a permanent guy. But if it's no. Because United need a clear decision. Because this could feel like only 2.0. Okay, you bring him in. Caretaker. He does really well. 5 wins, 6 wins. They start playing great football. Oh, he's that dude. So next season, take a 300 mil. 300 mil, and what does he do with it? Because the fact is that Van Nistelrooy, he's not shown enough that he's a really good manager, really good coach. He's not shown that, yes, I have that great experience. Because the thing, though, is, and this is where we now have to revisit things, I don't know the answer here. That's 18-19 run with the likes of De Ligt, your boy, Frankie De Jong, all these guys. Was that down to Ten Hag's coaching or the team? So that's 18-19 Ajax team. Was it just a good group that were great in spite of Ten Hag? Or was Ten Hag's coaching key to how those guys operated? Because an argument is, look at where they are right now. Have they really gone to the next level since leaving? But what people are saying is your boy, Simone Inzaghi. So let's just do a little bit of research. So Simone Inzaghi, we'll check this out. So Simone Inzaghi's contract with Inter Milan was extended until June 2026, as announced on July 12, 2024. The new deal will see Inzaghi continue as the head coach of the club's first team. So you're going to have to buy him out. He has a contract until the World Cup, June 2026. So going to buy him out. This would be a very good signing. So I'll explain why this would be very good for Man United. He has proven he's a very good coach. Did Ten Hag ever prove he was a really good coach? Because let's be real, Simone Inzaghi has led Inter to a Serie title. I'm sorry, that is more commendable than winning an Eredivisie. Simone Inzaghi took an Inter team that have not spent a lot of money to the UCL final. And anybody who watched that UCL final, Simone Inzaghi outcoached Pep in that UCL final. The only reason why he didn't win was because he had two bozos up front, named Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku. So he has shown the quality of his coaching both in the Serie, quality of his coaching in the UCL. And many people say that this Inter team, a big reason why they're so good is because of Simone Inzaghi and his coaching. And that's Ajax team. From what we saw was like, okay, yes, Ten Hag, you're doing your thing. But no, this is a really talented team with some really talented players. And that's Ajax team. Based on talent, we're far more talented than the Inter team that Simone Inzaghi has. So the notion is Simone Inzaghi is coming in with a team that you may argue may have more talent man for man than Inter Milan. Maybe, even though I may disagree, because Barella is better than the entire United team. But you then, because I say this right now, people is, okay, is the United team more talented than the Inter team? I'm taking Bastoni over almost any of those United defenders. I'm taking Barella. Barella is better than any midfielder. Barella is better than almost any United player in that team. Lautaro Martinez on form is extremely very good. Çalhanoğlu is better. So even if he's not spent anywhere near as much, they're better. But that's the whole point. So Simone Inzaghi can come in and be like, I don't even need this 400 or 500 mil. You guys have wasted, 600 mil under this bald dude from the Netherlands? I have great talent ID. I know how to pinpoint and get the specific players that can fit a popular system. And the difference between this and Ten Hag is that Simone Inzaghi is proving he's a damn good coach. Did we ever say Ten Hag is a damn good coach? Because all Ten Hag has was that 18-19 season, and that's it. That's it. Simone Inzaghi over previous seasons has shown, no, this guy is a quality coach. And specifically, you saw him up against Pep Man City. That Ten Hag Ajax team, Real Madrid team, those guys were washed. They were washed. You look at Juventus. They were spiraling out of control, and they went to go and lose to FC Porto the very next UCL season. And they now saw how they messed up and dropped the ball against Tottenham. And you look at that Tottenham game, that was down to Ten Hag. Because that was down to poor game management. But I say this though to say, Simone Inzaghi should not leave Inter Milan. And Inter Milan would be insane to allow him to go. If I'm Inter Milan, heck no. Inter Milan would be idiotic to let Simone Inzaghi go. He has done such a good job with this Inter team. This is literally, I feel, one of the best coached teams and one of the most effective teams to watch. That to stop this product right now, remove him, would be insane. Because don't get it twisted and say, oh no, we don't need Simone Inzaghi. We've got Lautaro Martinez, we've got Barella, we've got Bastoni, we've got De Vrij, Sommer, Marcos Thuram, we're all good. Go look at Napoli. Oh, we've got Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, we've got all these guys. Spalletti leaves. You get whatever manager, thinking that the players were more important. Napoli are now trash. And we'll get into Napoli. So be very careful there. Inter Milan, it always would be a horrendous decision to allow Simone Inzaghi to go. Don't you dare allow him to go. So in my view, I don't know how Man United get Simone Inzaghi. Because even if, obviously they'll try to buy him out of his contracts. And even if you try to do that, Inter should say no. See, from Simone Inzaghi's view, he may be tempted because it's Manchester United. And he may be tempted like, oh, this is a huge opportunity to coach one of the most popular clubs in the world with a massive global fan base. And I have the chance to bring them back to glory. That sounds enticing. So again, I'm not Simone Inzaghi. I don't know how he's thinking, but that could be enticing. But on the other hand, Simone Inzaghi could be, that team is extremely problematic. There are lots of issues there. I have built this team has been built in my image. And we are creating something really interesting here. And this project and everything is fully mine and all mine. Why would I want to stop this? And I know Simone Inzaghi is thinking that I was so close to getting that Champions League. And I do believe that we can win this season. And I think you put, okay, City, Real Madrid, I'd argue Inter are third favourites for the UCL. I can strongly make the argument that they're third favourites for that UCL. They were very unlucky against Atleti. Penalty stacks. Lautaro Martinez sent the penalty to freaking Neptune. So, in my view, it would be stupid for Simone Inzaghi to leave United. So I ended with this. There was a moment where United were thinking of another manager. And you see, that's also like, there are two kinds of managers you can go for. Project or GID. So for guys who don't know, GID means get it done. It means results. Whereas a project is it's not all about results, it's about building an aesthetic, and it's about spending time. If you want GID, results, take us back to where we are, Conte. Give him his players. Give him his elderly statesmen. Conte will get you results. Conte's not here for a philosophy or for a project or give me 1 or 2 years. We're trying to build towards something. He's like, no, give me my players. Give me this transfer budget. I will get you a trophy. I will help you win the league. And Conte is the kind of guy where I'm coming in to try to win the league. I'm not here repping a Karabuki or a football association. I'm here to win a league. So there was a moment in time where if United wanted to go that route of GID, results now, take us back to where we rightfully belong, Conte. So for me, that's why I ask United fans, man. Shout out to your boy Splash, Mark Mini, who I think is on loan. What do you like? Do you want a project? Sorry. Do you want another project or do you want GID? If I was a United fan, GID, because the money exists. You see, if there's no money, you have to be patient and you have to go for a project. If the money is there, if you can spend 600 million in the past 3 seasons, I'm sorry, it's results now. I want the results now. I want the results now. So if you bring in concept like, okay, you have 400 to spend, okay, because I have 400 to spend, I want him, and him. We are going head on with Pep to win that league title. So if the money exists and the money is there and you can pretty much get any player that you want because money is not an option, how the heck are you saying project? No, win now. I'm here to win now. And if I don't win in this first season, at least minimum second season, there's no chance in hell I'm seventh or eighth. No. If you spend money, I expect results. If you spend money, it's kind of been 2, 3 years. No. It doesn't work like that, man. Remember, guys, head to the website, halfoffootball.com. Rankings, bricks, all that stuff. I test, and also remember, every single day there is a player of the day video, player of the day video every single day on the website on that front page for you to view that. So peace out, stay true, and Ten Hag, pack them bags.